Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cache, and you are watching Shay with the Hobbies. It is Short Story Saturday, the second to last Saturday of Camp NaNoWriMo. So,
Where is the month of June gone? Not June, July. Oh
I was
my
gonna
God.
say it's been gone for quite
Oh
a while.
my
We're
God.
in July, but I feel you. I definitely feel you. I'm gonna let my lovely co-host Jabria introduce herself.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I am Jabria, co host extraordinaire. I write romance and short stories, and I am so happy to be back on you guys' screen. It has been entirely too long, and I have missed all of you. And Cachet has left me, so
It
there
has
she is.
definitely been, I was just moving stuff around. It has definitely been way too long. I have definitely thoroughly missed you. Super glad that you are back. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, y'all been seeing July has not been the fantastic writing month I thought it was going to be. It has definitely been a very creative month. I've definitely still done things, but eh,
Mm.
yeah, not so much, right? If I'm being honest. But I do plan to do some writing tonight. So there's that. We got Kaylee in here first. Hello. Haven't written in like a week, so excited to get some words in. I feel you. I am definitely there. Jabria
Yep.
pulling double duty. Also excited to get some work in. Hey, Stephanie. I definitely need this writing tonight. I'm so close to my Camp Now. I'll go, hey, we're going to make it
Yay!
happen. We are going to make it happen. You
We
need
love we love hitting goals here.
Thank you. Thank you, Kaylee. June, bingo. Bingo.
We didn't hear it. It didn't happen.
Yay! Hello. How are you? I hope life is treating you well. Miss Regina dropped in too to say hello. I wrote 1,988 words today, so I'm wiped out. Love you. Oh, well, thank you. Also, two more words, and you would have written 1990. And you know what? That was a good year. It was a good year. Is all I'm going to say. It was a good year. Steven, hey, how are you? I just love this new avatar. It's like
Is
one
it
of my
not adorable? That is adorable.
It's so adorable. I love it. I really love it. Also, yeah, y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I am totally fixing my nails because I totally meant to do that before we started going live and I didn't. And so there's a couple of nails that just need to be fixed. So there's that. Azaria, hello. I hope everything is going well in your neck of the woods. We definitely miss seeing your streams. Me more so going back and watching afterwards because you be up so early and your girl just I'm gonna get there one day, I'm claiming it. But right now, that day does not exist. Cause I 5 a.m. is a lot for me. And it don't even be 5 a.m. my time, it be 4 a.m.
Mm-mm.
It be 4 a.m. time. So yeah. So
Listen, I
there's
miss
that.
I miss just like tiptoeing in at the very end as I was getting ready for work. Like let me just pop out
Right.
a quick like 50 words as I'm getting
Right.
dressed.
Let me just do it. I'm still here. I'm still here. Kay said 1990. I blessed the world with my presence. Amen. Amen. It was a year. It was a moment. It was a thing. The start of one of the greatest decades in American history. You quote me on that.
I fully agree. I didn't get there till about midway through, but I fully agree.
Right, but like the 90s was a hell of a decade. Like you cannot deny that.
Mm-mm.
Tia, hello. Also, come through head wrap. We love a good head wrap and
We love to
glasses. You
see
see
it.
what we got going here. We
We
see,
love to see it.
we love to see it. Right? Mrs. Area Streams. For real, for real. Okay, y'all. So, I did tweet about this, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth that I do plan to write. This first sprint, I'm going to focus only on writing. But I got a blanket that I want to get back to.
It's so pretty, you guys.
And y'all, so this
It's
is
so
just I'm on
pretty.
day 4
It's
of
so
working on
pretty.
it. I'm
Ma'am, no,
on day.
you didn't just come lay across my feet.
Hey, it'd be
Sorry,
okay.
y'all. Scott decided that my feet were cold and she needed to warm them.
So let me make sure I don't drop this hook because the hook is wooden and I am so scared I'm gonna drop it and not pay attention that I dropped it. And tightness is gonna make it a shoe toy, and I just do not have time. Do not have time for that.
He is at the ready
So
to.
yeah, so I
Look at
am
that
definitely
tail
gonna
in the
write
back.
right, right there. So I'm definitely gonna write this first sprint, but I do have that and an audiobook that I would like to finish. So there's that as well. Who knows what we'll get into tonight? I'm not
Okay,
making
bye.
any promises. Spins, hello, how are you? I don't know if it was today or yesterday, so don't quote me on the number, but it's 100 days to Halloween, and your picture made me think of that. So it was either 100 days yesterday or it's 100 days today, but it's getting there is all the point. Oh yeah, Sky
You
is being
know,
helpful. This little boy over
she
here
tries
though,
sometimes.
I don't really know. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what
She
you're
tries
doing,
every
but
now and
I
again.
wish you would move.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. Right now, she's
Thank
looking at me. She wants to be freed from my room, and I ain't getting up quick enough for her.
you. Okay, so we got the 25-minute timer on the clock. I have my first question. What do writers or authors not talk about enough that you wish they did? Let me know in the comments so we can talk about it after the sprint is over. In 3, 2, 1, y'all write them words. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I got 308 words. I was trying to get my homework assignment done in time for this so I could actually focus on writing, but I did not do that. However, looking over it, I think I might table it until tomorrow because this is going to take a little bit more research than I initially thought.
Okay. That makes sense. So we're like right along the same lines because I got 321 words. So we're like in the same ballpark. I also got my dinner started, put a pot of coffee on because your girl was like, might be a little sleepy. Might be a little sleepy. So there's that. But I did start to work on a few of the reviews that I needed to finish and get up onto the blog, and I'm trying to like figure out that schedule and whatnot. So a little bit of stuff done, a little bit of stuff done, more stuff than I thought that I would do, honestly. So there's that. It was a good
Yay!
5 minutes. It was pretty good 25 minutes, and I got some dishes washed too. So there's that. Like,
Progress. I need to do that. Like, as soon as the stream is over, I need to go clean my kitchen. It is filthy.
right. On the next sprint, I'm gonna go move some clothes out the washing machine and put a new load in. So I'm like, hey, it's doing all the things, all the things. So question number one, what do writers or authors not talk about enough that you wish they did?
Mm. I think for me personally, and only because this, if I ever do get published, I think this is the route I would take. But I would love to hear how writers who aren't like career writers balance writing and their day job. Because I know for me, it's a weird balance, and I think it's because I have school in the mix as well now. But it's just like how do you do all of this? Like how do you? Where's the balance?
Right,
So I
right.
would love to hear more like writers who don't have writing as their day job talk about how they balance writing in their day job.
I agree with that. So for me, I think just the conversation around publishing in general, I feel like people are just quite tight-lipped about. And for me, I think the pay. I think
Yep.
the amount of money is something that, like, I think in general in our country, which it doesn't even make sense that it's this way for it to be as capitalistic as it is, but it's frowned upon to talk about how much money you make. And it's like, but why though? Because you don't really know, like, comparable wise, like how people are getting paid. And I don't know. I just wish that, like, even
Mhm.
self-published authors, I wish they talked more about the financial side of it, like how much they spend, how much time, like all of that, versus like what they get back on it. I feel like some people do, but not like. I wish it was a more common thing. Like, I wish it wasn't so taboo.
I
Um,
agree. I fully agree with that.
because right, because like had that hashtag publishing pay me not started last year, like we all knew black authors got paid less. We didn't
We
know
just
how
know
much
how
less.
much.
Right, right. So for me, that's like the thing that I wish that was talked about more. Also, I need to stop crocheting so I can look at these comments. So there's that. Okay, so Spencer said 99 days to Halloween today, and I may or may not be
Woo!
halfway through prep for the 2021 COVID costume. Interesting. Frankie joined us. Hey, Queen. I feel like nobody talks about when and how to do research for a book. I know some genres require more research than others, but real world facts are important to all books. I completely agree. And I said this in my comment. It's what I liked about NK and Baldacci because in both of their classes, they both talked about research. Like neither one of them left it out.
Mhm. And I think it's so weird because people research differently, and I get that different people research in different ways, but it's like I don't know.
Right.
I don't
And
know.
I think and they both talked about that. And honestly, and they both talked about traveling. They both talked about like going to the place if it's a
Mhm.
place or going to places that are similar, which I
Mhm.
thought was really, really good. But also, y'all, I'm still not going to Late Lanier. It's not happening.
Oh yeah, no,
Kaylee
no, no,
said
no.
writers
You
should
need your
talk more
list.
about work-life balance. See, someone agrees with you, but
Mhm.
most people who write, both published or not, still have a day job. I feel like a failure sometimes when I can't write because I have work. Completely understand.
Yes.
I also feel the
Yes.
same. I don't have kids yet, but I also wish that writers with children talked more about that as well.
Mhm.
Or married writers talked about that more as well. Like, because I feel like these things, like, they're all are important, right? Like, they all like pull on you in different ways. And
And you're
so
not
it,
and you're
huh?
never gonna be able to do like everything equally. I remember, I forget what writer it was, but I was reading a book of theirs, and they're talking about how they, if they were ever always in like the work life balance, they felt like they were failing somewhere. So like if they were they're totally present with their family, they felt like they were slacking in their writing process. If they were full steam ahead on the writing, they were missing out on something with their family. Like there's always gonna be, you're never gonna be able to give everything 100%. But I love this. I love somebody to just break down that work, like how does that
Right.
writing life balance work for you?
Right. Is it like specific hours are devoted specifically to this and everybody knows and nobody touches it? Or is it specific days? Or is it like, hey, I only know I can work on these months for these things? Or, like, how do they make it work? I'm very curious as well.
Mhm.
Hey, Lauren, it's so good to see you. Congratulations, you're editing book 2 of Hunted. Can't wait to hear how
Ooh.
that goes. Editing is taxing, but definitely worth doing. I completely agree with that. Stephanie got 548 words, writing multiple drafts and editing. I do think that people talk about the first draft and the final draft. They don't talk as
Yeah,
much
that's
about
like
the
literally.
drafts in between. Because I feel like for a lot of people, there are multiple drafts in between. Kaylee got 300 words and a snack. Yo, 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 we
Snacks
love
are
food
important.
around here. 2 pages edited. Woo, woo, woo.
Yay!
Britt joined us. Jabria.
Bread.
I love this, Jabria and Britt. Going backward. How slow publishing is and how to maximize that time. I agree, specifically because I was watching a writing Twitter thread that was talking about how much people don't talk about the time from getting an agent to going on submission and the time from being on submission to actually getting an offer or getting picked up. And so, yeah, I completely get it. Oh my gosh, how excited I just got when I saw you and your puffballs.
I'm not even gonna. Before I got on, I really forgot what my hair looked like. Like I washed it and pulled it up this morning and promptly forgot about it until I got on the screen. I'm like, oh, my hair's still in puffs. Okay.
I reassured the pizza demon that the storm wasn't going to get worse and put him back to bed. Mr. Spencer terrified his stores and traumatized him last time we had a tornado warning.
Oh.
It's frowned upon because it makes it easier to take advantage of people who don't know any better. That
Mm.
part. Read financial stuff. Check out some Michelle Susterman blogs. She gives a lot of info about these pay discrepancies and when to charge for contract work. Nice. The whole hush hush thing about wages started in corporate America because companies didn't want people question why women POC and especially women of color were making less than white men. That part. Micah, hello. It's so good to see you, love. For those of you guys who don't know, Micah is a part of the Creator 2 community and is currently working on a queer person of color musical. Y'all, on her Twitch channel. She does where she works on the music live, and you can watch. So definitely make sure to check her out. She also has a YouTube, so you can get like the links from following her YouTube channel.
Oh, I'm fully
I
interested.
I know, right? Man, and like I love her music. I love her music. Regina says, "Do not feel like a failure while you're working full time. Just keep writing, but don't feel bad about not being published until you have more time." Completely agree. Especially because like most writers like that I like have talked about like it was hard. It was hard, and they were working full time and trying to writing, and it was not easy. So I completely agree with that. I found out I was getting paid way less than the guys in my old office about 3 years too late because no one was talking about their wages. I'm pro sharing your wages. Exactly. Especially because a lot of times the reason they don't is because you find out you can have a lot more than that other person and they're still getting paid more than you.
Hmm.
And that's where the issues come in because people know, like, hey, I got more experience and more education, but somehow I'm getting paid less. They're going to complain. They're going to complain. Read number of drafts, First draft, reread and revise for second draft, read on iPad for typos third, then send to editor. And when she sends it back, go through all her comments and revise, then proofread. Ah, nice.
Okay.
Nice. That's a nice little a little way to do it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all, we are going to get into sprint two, mainly because I hear the water boiling and I definitely would like to get to my food, but also because y'all are here to work. So there's that as well. All right, y'all, in three, two, one, y'all write them words. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do? If she's there, she may not be there right now, which is fine. So I'm at 551 words. So that's where I'm at. I got my food. It's finished. So I'm eating that. Um, and so for question 2, what content do you love from outside of our community that you wish you saw more of in our community? So it seems like in the like writing, excuse me, writing portion of the community, we don't have as many conversations. Excuse me. We don't have as many conversations around the craft of writing. Like, like I'll see like book discussions about different things in like book, the bookish community and whatnot, but like I wish we had more conversations about writing. So like maybe if we had like a discussion on like different romance tropes and like what's why they're popular and things like that. Like I wish there was more like conversation on what exists in writing, if that makes sense. Because that definitely is what like intrigues me. And I like sitting in on those discussions in the booktube community. And so it was something that I was like I would like to see more of. During that sprint, Spence said that work life balance conversation gets me hyperventilating almost every time. I am sorry about that. But yeah, definitely hope that um, eventually there can be conversations that don't make you hyperventilate because we are finding positive and valuable ways to create a good work life balance for creatives in the future. Frankie said, I thought I had enough energy to work on my outline, but it's been a long day. I'm going to turn in early. Happy writing all. Hey, thank you so much for being here and get your rest. Definitely understand needing that. And then Jess joined us, you guys. Jessica, and so like what I love about discussions, one of the only people that I know that do those are Jessica and Kate with the AuthorTube chats that they have, and they'll talk about different things in writing and they'll like relate it to a book. And so I just wish that there were like more conversations like that in the community. I think it could be really helpful because excuse me, like I think that a lot of times people have questions they don't even realize they have, or they don't know how to verbalize until they see those conversations being had, is my thought. You're back, everything okay?
Yeah, for the time being, everything's good.
Okay, good. Also, just let us know that she's eating a super late dinner like moi, and then going to write the first draft of this epilogue, and her nano project will be complete. Yo, like, as someone who has never been able to say that, I am rooting for you. I am rooting for you. Alice got 901 words. All right, Alice. Let me write this on my little Alice word count chart. All right, Alice, go ahead. Also, I feel like I didn't know you were here. I feel like I didn't see a comment from you. So, hello, how are you? Did you have a great week? Is your weekend going well? I hope so. Kaylee said, no worries. I got distracted by Canva making wallpaper inspired by my work in progress. That's something else I need to do. I realized when I was making vision boards for the month, uh, I was doing a lot better on conquering goals. So I need to do that for August because July was low key a bust. I agree. Those would be great conversations. Awesome. Yes. Hello, Extraordinaire. I hope you are doing great. I hope you have had a fantastic week. All right, Stephanie got 675 words and one cap nano. Yo, hey. I am so happy for you. That is awesome. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? how many words did you end up writing? Did you finish the story? What was your goal for camp? Because I know that camp has different goals. Could you let us know? I'm excited. Let us know. Congratulations. That's so awesome. Britt said revising more than rewriting, but I got through like 3 pages. I think this will be the last chapter before the epilogue, but that depends on how long the final scene goes. Nice. Also, Jabria, the question was, what content do you love from outside our community that you wish you saw more of in our community?
Ooh. Sorry, you guys. Slight change in scenery. Hold on.
Oh, you're
Okay,
fine.
here we go. That is a good question, and I actually do not know.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that one.
okay.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really good question, though.
So I don't know if you heard my answer, but mine was like, I wish there were more like conversations about writing. Like, you know how like in the book community they'll talk about like these books in these category or books with these struggles. I wish that we talked about stuff like that from like a writing standpoint, because I feel like it would like there could be so much that people could learn from it.
Okay,
So yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Because it's like I see like there's so many different conversations on different things in other communities, and I'm just like that's something that the writing community could like use more of.
I agree. That's
Extra
a really good one.
Extraordinary said I came in late, so no worries yet. No worries. We're about to hop into sprint
All
number
good.
3. All this love for Stephanie. Congrats finishing
Yes,
her goal.
congratulations for hitting your goal. We love goal hits.
I know, right? She said, I'm feeling good. I did 30,000 words this month because I'm teaching summer school and didn't want to overwhelm myself. Hey, 30,000 is a lot.
Woohoo!
That's 1,000 words a day while also teaching. Teaching is not just teaching in the class, it's grading papers afterwards, it's all those other things. So, congratulations.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That's awesome, Stephanie. I'm so happy for you. Well, I only got 3 questions. So, the last one will probably be just us talking for the last sprint. Oh no, I thought I had 3 questions. Wait, where's question number 3? Because that's not at all the one I wrote. Oh, I didn't save it. Okay, hold on. Let me save it real quick. Let me type it back up. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I got a misspelled word. Let's fix that. Okay. Question number 3. If there's a story you want to write but haven't, what's keeping you from doing so?
Ooh.
Good question, right? Jackson said foods have been consumed. I'm ready for that epilogue. Definitely not gonna hit my goal word count, but if the first draft is done, I'm not complaining. I would not complain either, because I'm still trying to get there.
Chill.
I'm with Britt.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh, no, ma'am. All right, y'all. Sprint number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Y'all write them words. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do? Ooh.
I did good. I did good. I got 471 words,
Uh-huh.
and I'm really sad because I just had to ask one of my favorite description sentences I've ever written because it no
Oh,
longer suits the character, and I'm just like, but I want it.
oh no. Did you figure out an answer to question number 2?
Oh
I know
yes,
question number 3 is
absolutely. And this is in particular to my international romance. The only thing that in this point in time is keeping me from really diving head on into that one is the sole fact that it's international. And I've never physically been to the setting of the story. So it's like
okay.
I could write it. I
Uh-huh.
just don't feel, I wouldn't feel right because I know the details aren't there.
You need to like see the place for yourself
Hmm.
type of.
Yeah.
Okay, but so that was question number 3. Question number 2 was a like it's
Oh
content
wait,
you
I'm so
find that
sorry. I
you
heard
really.
you and I did not hear you.
No, you're fine because I really was curious about because I feel like I'm curious about what you would like to see.
That non-writing circles talk about. I'm real. Oh no. Guys, don't ask me why I'm pulling such a blank on this one, but I'm pulling such a blank. What non-writing? What I would like to see? I'm not sure.
Have to be
I'm
taught.
really.
It could just be like content that you see in other communities that you're like, we could do stuff like this in our community and we don't. Why don't we? Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. And maybe I don't know. I feel like this is like maybe specific to the romance writing community because that's the one I'm kind of into the most, or at least the small niche of it that I've seen on Twitter. It's this like the call, like holding people accountable. I think is a big thing that I don't see enough of in the romance writing circles that I see. It's just like I've seen other communities. I'm thinking like in particular video gaming. I'm a huge Sims player, and I know there's a lot of people in the Sims community that when they think things aren't right in the game, they are head on like, hey, this needs to be fixed, this that, and they stay on them until they fix it. I feel like there's not a lot of accountability that I've seen, if that makes sense, in the writing community. And I think that might benefit people like, hey, this I know this is a trend that's a problem, but we need to keep at that trend. Like we need to keep at this, like this isn't right. We need to fix this. I know one thing I can think of in particular, was it last year, the whole Romance Landia fallout thing. I haven't heard anything else on that from any parties, and I'm like,
Was it with
so
RW? Was it RWA?
RWA, that's it.
Yeah.
Like I've
Like
heard
it happened is like y'all
it
ain't talked about
happened.
that.
It was big for a few months, and then it just kind of fizzled out, and I've heard nothing else. And I'm like, I know it hasn't been resolved.
Right. No, I completely agree. I completely agree that accountability is definitely something that needs to happen. So, I like that. That was a good answer. Um, Kaylee says, I have to finish this current work in progress before I move on to anything else. I'm too close to the finish line to even think about swapping.
See, this is my
And
problem. I jump projects with
yeah, no,
no
I'm
hesitation.
Jabria. There's something new. Let me get on it. I got ideas. I got scenes. Let me write them.
Like I feel like in this year alone, I've done like 5 separate projects that I've told y'all about, and it's like I haven't finished any of them, but we're
Right.
working on it.
I gotta get on it. Britt said, getting this work in progress done is deferring all my work in progress dreams. I want to complete this project and career before just picking up another. Yeah, that's how
I'm
I
trying to
feel.
I'm trying to be like Britt and Kaylee when I grow up, man.
Right. Like that is definitely something I'm aiming to do. I just need to figure out a way that it works for me. And that's what I have not figured out yet. Michael, hey, thanks for joining. That's so good to see another picture
Michael.
here. For those of you guys who don't know,
Oh no. Oh
Oh,
no.
that's a
Oh no.
oh, it's frozen.
Catch, you're froze on my end. Okay, there you are. We're
Hey,
back.
my love. All right, y'all. We're gonna go into a sprint because the phone, the phone did that. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do? I just looked and I was like, oh, all these things I never finished reading the last time.
I mean, I thought you had froze again, and I was like, oh no, oh
No,
no.
I
But
legit was like, wait a minute, what's going on? All right. How'd you do?
but no, I didn't get any words done that sprint. I was setting Sky up a small spot on my floor where she can sleep tonight because she has been kicked off my bed indefinitely. And then me and my sister started texting about our new favorite headache of a show.
Okay. So, because as y'all know, the start of the stream was a phone call. I spent majority of the stream on that phone call, but I was also crocheting while I was doing it. So I will let y'all see where the blanket is now. Give me a second. Let me finish this stitch. So y'all, I'm excited. This is my first commissioned blanket, and I'm super duper
It's
excited.
so
So this is
pretty.
where it is
It's
now.
so pretty.
Yeah, I'm like super excited. Like, the so yeah, that's where it is now. And I keep feeling like I keep doing this thing and feeling like, why does it look lopsided? But it's not. Like all the stitches are there. I don't know. It's just bothering the mess out of me because I'm like, it looks diagonal, but it's not diagonal. I don't know what it is. So that's the whole thing. Hey, could you get away from my yard? Thank you. Don't mess up my yard. Okay, so to pick up from where we left off, Stephanie says, I want to finish the series before I try doing mystery series. Can't focus on more than one thing at a time. Makes sense. Imani Moon jumped in. Ooh, that's such a pretty avatar. And thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it is
Before
pretty.
Kaylee headed out, she got 215 words. I know you're
Yay.
gone, but thank you so much for being here. Definitely appreciate it. Jessica says, I said I've only got a couple of sentences left, so I'm trying to finish while we chat. And then had the good fortune to let us know that she did the thing with 1,084
Yay.
words, finished the first draft. That is so amazing.
We
Super
love
duper
to
happy
see it.
for you. You're awesome. I'm so
We
happy
love
for
to
you.
see it. Congratulations.
Congrats. Alice said, I want to do a cute queer romance, but first I need to read a lot more of those types of stories in 1,091 words. Let's
I
write
would
it
read that.
down. That's awesome.
I would read it.
Britt said, this will indeed be my last chapter. Got to this final scene. Got to stop here for the night. But I know this is the last chapter
Yay.
and the final scene. We're in the last pages, people.
Look at y'all wrapping up projects. I'm
I
so
know,
proud.
right? I'm so jealous and proud. I'm gonna pack it in for the night. Y'all be good. Thank you so much for reminding everybody to smash that like button if they haven't. Also, I was out here sounding like a 2004 rapper. I do not doubt it. I do not
Listen,
doubt it.
it
I
was
bet that was
giving
very
disjointed
accurate.
T Pain.
It was.
It
It's like
was giving.
fly you to Wisconsin, 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 sir. It's not even a place. Okay, it's not. It's not. Stephanie got 413 words and a little bit of reading. Ooh, what you reading? Let us
Woohoo.
know. Alice got 782 words. I'm writing by hand in an attempt to work through this scene. Ooh.
I feel that.
You are very, very welcome. We're so happy for you. Imani said, I found out I have way more stories waiting for me to write than I expected. Also, I think I lost some of my writing. I'm not sure. Oh no, I know losing writing always sucks. So I'm super duper sorry about that. I hope you find it. All right, y'all, we have done our 4 sprints for the night. They were 25 minutes apiece. So that brings us to no,
It's 100 hours, almost 2
200
hours.
minutes. So it's what, an hour and a half? An hour
25,
and 40
50,
minutes?
75. It's 100 hours. So it's like almost 2 hours.
Right. So
100,
like
yeah,
an
hour
hour
and
and
40,
40
hour and
minutes?
40.
Hour and 40 minutes?
Yeah.
I was going to get that. I was like, I'm going to make that math. I'm going to make it math. So I do want to thank you guys so much for being here. If my lovely co-host Jabria would like to go ahead and do her outro.
All right, you guys. As usual, I'm Jabria, co-host extraordinaire. I write romance and short stories, and once again, I am so glad to be back on y'all's screens. I have missed you guys so much.
We have missed you too. I am so glad, but also proud of you for doing that work college life thing. You be making it do what it do, and that is not to be taken lightly. So we appreciate you, gracing us with your presence. For those of you guys who don't know, this is my channel. I'm Cash and you're watching Shade with the Hobbies. I want to thank you so much for giving me some of your time tonight. If you're watching tonight live or later on the replay, I love you and appreciate you all so very much. I don't know when I'm gonna finish this blanket, but I'm gonna try to keep y'all up to date. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably should because I'm low key learning how to use it a little bit more. I be adding stuff to my stories and everything now. I'm just saying. Alex said I did math the other day. I have enough story ideas to get me to 30 without running out. Oh wow, that's awesome. Imani says I refuse to count. I am with you on that. You're very welcome. Stephanie said, just reading some writing prompts for my students. Thanks for streaming. I wasn't feeling like writing tonight, so you definitely helped me out. And you crushed your nano goal. So, like, it was fate. It was meant to be. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Bye.